Old Fez, or Fez al-Bali, is a city like no other. With its winding streets, bustling markets, and ancient Medina, it's a place that is full of history and mystery. And if you're lucky enough to visit, you'll find that touring Old Fez is an adventure like no other. There are said to be more than 9,000 lanes and alleys in the Medina. Needless to say, most tourists stick to the main thoroughfares around the souk and marketplace to avoid getting lost. Our guide today grew up here in the Medina and is going to lead us on a discovery tour. We are starting out in the Andalusian quarter. In 789, the founder of Fez, Idris ibn Abdullah, decided to build his capital on one side of the Fez River. Over time, this area became known as the Andalusian quarter because the refugees who settled there were fleeing from southern Spain. One of the first things you'll notice as you wander through the narrow streets of Old Fez is the sheer amount of sensory overload. Here, we can't resist stopping for a snack. This bread is called harsha and is one of my personal favorites. Served with cheese or butter and honey, its taste is similar to cornbread. It's delicious. I also had to try the bagrir, which is also one of my favorites. This is a community bakery called a Firan, and residents can either bring their dough here to be baked or buy directly from the Firan. Even as recent as our guide's childhood, horses were used for deliveries into the neighborhoods. This door features a protection against the evil eye on one side and a door knocker for the horse rider on the other. You can see it's much higher to be on the level with the horse. As you walk through the Medina, you'll be amazed by the intricate details of the buildings and the patterns of the tiles. Next, we stumble upon a workshop where the artisan is making Moroccan tiles. These beautiful tiles form the mosaics famous in Moroccan decor. He works by removing the pieces and colors from the tiles, leaving only the design he wants. Here you can see stars and other shapes. My husband asked him, and he quickly taps out our house number on a tile so that we can take it back to our home in France.
The medina is Sultan Abu al-Hassan, 1321-23. Used for something like the one here, like safarin for calligrapher. Cursive.
وحاليا انا ديكوراتور ديال
السينما تبارك الله عليك.
This guy is one of the graduates of this calligraphy school.
Okay, half circle window. This is the kind of old original window, half circle window, through which a lady can see what's going on and nobody see the face of the person behind. She is around and nobody see her face.
We notice the presence of wooden structures, and our guide explains that this is to fortify buildings that are rapidly deteriorating.
You see the material that we use it to build those walls, bricks and lime and earth and stone.
It's a race against time, with international efforts partnering with local authorities to restore, repair, and sometimes even replace historic architecture that make up this World Heritage Site. Here we are about to cross over to the Al Kairaouine quarter, but our guide has a surprise in store for us. These signs are fake signs being installed on the facade of several businesses and banks for the filming of an Indiana Jones movie. 30 years after the founding of the Al-Andalusian side of Fez, Idris ibn Abdullah's son built his own capital on the other side of the river. This area over time became known as the Al Kairaouine side because the refugees who settled there were fleeing from the Qarawiyyin, which is modern Tunisia. It is a lively, bustling place that is full of a lot of energy and Moroccan culture. But don't let the chaos intimidate you. Old Fez is also a place of incredible beauty.
When we cross from the Andalusi town to the Karaouiyine town. Now we're gonna see and learn about the traditional market.
After crossing the only road for vehicles in the Medina, we head into the souk, which is the Arab word for market. You can find everything here. The smells of spices and herbs are in the air, and the sounds of merchants shouting and clanging metal can be heard everywhere. This woman is making the thin pastry used for the Moroccan dish rafisa.
Tanto di Genova di Roma, allora.
E come va?
Come va? Allora. Nada.
There are regular corner shops and fruit and vegetable merchants, butchers selling everything from beef cuts to camels to spleens. Along the way, we end up with a natural toothpick and a tub of preserved meat called khali, which is served with eggs and is one of my favorite breakfast treats. You'll need to haggle if you want to get the best price, but it's all part of the fun. Continuing on, we pass the dyers who can refurbish your clothes as well as dye materials for weaving. This man is working with a plant-based silk.
This is vegetable.
Vegetable silk. هذا اللي الصبرة. الصبرة هذه الصبرة. الصبرة من الصبار. You see there is a wash in it. I know the people here just by their hands. Sometimes it's red, blue, black, but no coronavirus.
Fixed color.
Next, we head for the coppersmith area and on to the Tanner's Guild. These leathers with their rich colors are all produced by this guild. We learn about the natural dyes used, which range from the henna plant for red to turmeric for brown. Pigeon droppings are used to create the ammonia required to set the dye.
And those colors, they are, of course, and they still natural like before. The only job in FEZ Medina from many centuries ago till now, father to son.
Before our tour winds down, we visit the Al Kairaouine Mosque, which is home of the University of Al Kairaouine, considered to be the oldest continuous university in the world. This university was founded in 857 by a Tunisian woman, Fatima al-Fihri, a refugee who wanted to give back to her new city. Around the same time, her sister founded the Andalusian Mosque on the other side of the river. Well, it's been an amazing morning in the Medina of Fez. We've learned so much about the culture and the history here. It's been a great time, but we are exhausted, so we're going to head back to the hotel now, get something to eat, and head on our way to Casablanca. So if you're looking for an adventure, add Old Fez to your travel itinerary. It's a city that is full of surprises, and you'll leave with memories that will last a lifetime. Bye!